Things are heating up behind the scenes in oil country. On one side, there's a long-term deal in the works that could reshape the blue line. On the other, a potential depth piece coming in on a tryout. And to top it off, a tough personal situation has forced one of the guys to step away from the ice. How could all of this shake up the season in Edmonton? If you bleed orange and blue, hit that subscribe button right now so we can push past 2,000 subs and show the hockey world the strength of Oilers fans on YouTube. The pressure's already mounting because everyone knows there's an elephant in the room: Connor McDavid's future. His contract's winding down, and that alone has fans on edge. But hang tight, because that's not the only storyline in play. Between rumors, negotiations, and some front office maneuvering, the Oilers are clearly setting the stage for some big roster decisions. It's that tricky balance where management has to think about the present without losing sight of the future. And there's one name that's been catching a lot of attention. This isn't McDavid. It isn't Draisaitl, but it could be a crucial piece of the Oilers' core going forward. We're talking about a defenseman who's quietly earned his stripes and gained the trust of the coaching staff. Fans have noticed his impact. Yeah, it's Jake Walman. The 29-year-old blue liner, picked up in a trade back in March, could be close to locking in a long-term extension with Edmonton. According to insider Frank Saravalli, talks are progressing, and an announcement might not be far off. Walman made a statement with 38 games between the regular season and playoffs, putting up 18 points and averaging over 20 minutes a night. For a defenseman still trying to cement himself as a steady presence, that's nothing to shrug at. And clearly, the Oilers liked what they saw. The deal being floated is no small thing, somewhere in the 5 to 6 year range, with an annual cap hit around $6.5 million. That's a big investment, but one that could finally stabilize a blue line that's had its fair share of question marks. Because outside of Evan Bouchard and Darnell Nurse, Edmonton doesn't exactly have many top-pairing caliber defensemen under contract beyond 2025-26. And with a veteran like Mattias Ekholm possibly nearing the end of his run, Walman might be the pillar the Oilers need for the next stretch. So here's the big question. Is this the right move to give McDavid and company the support they need to finally bring the cup back to Edmonton? Or are the Oilers risking another cap crunch that could backfire? What do you think, Oil Country? Would you like to see Jake Walman locked up long-term and stepping into a central role on the blue line? Drop your thoughts in the comments, share this with other hockey fans, and don't forget to subscribe to keep up with all the latest from the Oilers. Think you've heard all the Oilers buzz this preseason? Not so fast. The next piece of news could completely shift how fans see the short-term future of this team. There's a wrinkle here that might catch a lot of people off guard. Stick around, because the twist is just starting. Preseason's already heating up, and this is the time when rosters start to take shape. Some guys prove themselves, others fall short, and once in a while, an unexpected opportunity changes the entire outlook of a season. And what if I told you there's a name out there that could be that missing piece in Edmonton? A player with plenty of ups and downs, but still enough talent to change games and give this team a push in a make-or-break year. Of course, we're talking about the crease. Oilers fans know all too well how much this team has battled to find consistency in goal, and any news there always raises eyebrows. So let me lay it out. The name to watch is Ilya Samsonov, a 28-year-old goalie who's had flashes of brilliance in the NHL, but also some rough patches. Now, he might be on Edmonton's radar for a fresh start, and honestly, the timing might be perfect. Samsonov's not a stranger to success. Back in 2022-23 with the Leafs, he took over the starter's role for most of the season and posted strong numbers. A .919 save percentage and a 2.33 goals against average. At that point, a lot of people thought he'd be Toronto's future between the pipes. But his game slid after that, especially following his stint with the Golden Knights. Technical struggles, personal hurdles, and he needed to step away to reset both mentally and physically. Now as a free agent, he's looking for redemption. And Edmonton could be the place. This city's built a reputation for giving guys a second shot. Evander Kane did it. Corey Perry did it. With Peter Aubrey stepping in as the new goalie coach, the fit could be just right for Samsonov to turn the page. His arrival could also spark healthy competition. Right now, it's Stuart Skinner and Calvin Pickard holding the fort. But maybe a little extra push is what this group needs to take that next step. Samsonov, with playoff experience, could bring exactly that. He might even start with the Condors in Bakersfield and work his way back up. And you'd expect the deal to be a smart one, likely around $1.9 million or less given the Oilers' cap situation. So, let me ask you, Oilers fans, should Edmonton roll the dice on Ilya Samsonov and give him a chance to revive his career? The atmosphere in Edmonton is heavy with tension and uncertainty, but also with hope. And the next story proves just how quickly things can shift. When it felt like nothing else could surprise us, something happened that changed everything. This is one of those moments that tugs at the heart of every fan. What looked like a week for celebration suddenly turned into something much different inside the organization. And this one goes far beyond hockey. Life has a way of blindsiding you, and that's exactly what happened to one of the Oilers' most promising young forwards. A time that should have been filled with stability and excitement was suddenly clouded by loss and grief. We're talking about a player who had just signed a new deal to keep him in orange and blue for years to come. A major step forward in his career, cut short by heartbreaking news. The Oilers announced that Vasily Podkolzin has taken a leave of absence after the sudden passing of his father, Alexander, on Tuesday night. In a statement, the team said, "The Oilers extend sincere condolences to Podkolzin and his family during this difficult time." Podkolzin has already returned to Russia to be with his loved ones. This isn't just about him, it's about the entire locker room. Podkolzin had become a steady piece of the forward group, playing in all 82 games last season, putting up 8 goals and 16 assists, and showing his value in the playoffs. He may not have the offensive punch of Edmonton's superstars, but his reliability and work ethic stood out. He was a key contributor in the run to the Cup final, where the Oilers once again fell short against the Panthers. At only 24 years old, Podkolzin's still just scratching the surface of his NHL career. He's already played over 200 games, with international experience for Russia, where he's collected medals and proven his talent since his junior days. Now here's the tough question. How do you think this moment will impact both Podkolzin's future and the Oilers' season? Could this heartbreaking loss eventually fuel his return with even more determination? Share your thoughts in the comments, spread this news with other fans, and of course, subscribe to the channel to stay locked in on everything Oilers and NHL. Here, you'll always get the latest straight up, with the perspective of someone who lives the game right alongside you.